This is a Normal Nerds podcast where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Strecia.
And I'm your host who knows when to admit he's lost, Davis Bates.
This episode, we're giving our update on all of the Wizard of the Coast nonsense. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Wizards of the Coast. If you're a nerd who is a nerd, like us,
Yeah.
or just a nerd,
Or just a nerd.
it's the news.
Yes.
That's what's going on.
Yes.
Is D&D being changed, all this nonsense.
the OGL 1.1.
We had an episode where we talked about when it first initially happened. I think like literally when we were recording was like the day of like where shit went
I
nuts.
think it was. Yeah, pretty much. I
We
think it's
recorded
when
on the day.
we recorded it on the day that the shit hit the fan. Like, I think it got announced a couple days earlier, and then the D&D community went ballistic on like all the social medias.
Yeah.
All the the Twitters, the Facebooks.
So we just want to, since it's
Sounding old.
Dungeons & Dragons is such a big thing for us,
Yeah.
and obviously it's such a big thing in the community, we decided let's do an update episode.
Yeah.
Because Wizards of the Coast did send out a
Nothing letter.
I don't know what I don't want to call it an apology.
It wasn't an apology.
I should probably pull it up so we can actually.
It was their little announcement saying that they're still gonna keep doing what they're doing, probably. So they released an announcement after this very long Twitter storm that was going on for several days, and essentially they said that, oh, we hear you guys, we see that the community has gotten mad that we did something, and instead of saying they were wrong and that we aren't gonna change the OGL one and get rid of third party content, we're just gonna say we rolled a nat 1 on this one, and we're thanks for the feedback, guys. That's essentially all they did. That's essentially all they did, and they had this terrible line in there, which I think you're about to read, maybe.
Let's say that for a second. I just want to talk about the other stuff first.
All right.
Yeah. So first, they pretty much did make it out to be like they were like, oh, look, we're not doing anything, but they never said like we're never gonna do anything.
Exactly.
So they kind of set it up with like a I don't trust them kind of thing.
Pretty much.
One of the things that I love from this is they're like, we did this to prevent our product being used in a hateful and being used for hateful and discriminatory products. It's like, what kind of bullshit is that?
That's a load of crap.
That's a load of crap. Like
It's been going on for 20 years now.
Like you were just trying to like, you think, because they thought like if they said that, they're like, ooh, that will cover our tracks.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we were trying to,
Well, you were trying to be progressive.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, you weren't. You were just trying to get money. Continue.
Also, they were like, second, we wanted to address the attempting to use D&D in Web3 blockchain games and NFTs. Who's doing that?
I don't.
No one's doing that.
No one.
That's just made up. No one's doing that.
Fake news.
And third, we wanted to ensure that the OGL is for content creator, the home brewer, the aspiring designer, our players, the community, not major corporations who use as their own commercial and promotional purposes.
What are you guys?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you guys?
Yeah.
What is this?
And also, who's using it?
Yeah.
Like Indeed for a commercial?
That's all I've seen.
Yeah.
Who's doing that? Like Hasbro, Wizard of the Coast, you're the big evil corporation right now that you're talking about. Like, you're the ones that are trying to use D&D to make all the money.
Ways. Yeah.
Yes, you're trying to destroy the fan base and community, essentially, aspect of it.
Then they were like, driving these goals, driving these goals were two simple principles. Our job to be good stewards of the game, which I don't know what the fuck that means. Whatever. Like, they're like, oh, bring the game, I guess, whatever. And the OGL exists for the benefit of the fans. Nothing about those principles has wavered for a second. Lies.
That's total lies.
I don't know if you saw, like, people came out, like, who work for Wizard of the Coast. Were like, oh, no, they hate you guys.
Yeah.
Like, they don't like you guys.
Yeah.
They think you guys are in the way of, like, them making money.
Yes. They like, I like, and like all this content that we're getting, all the, leaked stuff that's on Twitter right now is all from Wizard of the Coast employees who are like, they're trying to destroy the community, essentially.
They also, this is a part that I thought was really weird. They were like, this is why our early drafts in the new OGL included provisions they did. That draft language was provided, blah, 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 analyzed, finalized. They pretty much are also saying that in this, that wasn't like what their final draft was.
Yeah.
Even though they sent it to people.
Yes.
So it's
like that was going to be it. That was going to be what's coming out.
Near finished at least.
Yeah. Pretty much almost polished. Like, this is what you guys were going to do. This is what you were going to do. Like, I don't know why they're... Oh, keep going. Sorry.
But then it gets to the part, it's like, however, it's clear the reaction that we rolled a 1, which, like...
You're just like trying to like, ooh, we're nerds too,
We're
guys.
nerds too.
We're nerds too.
Yeah,
We're nerds
guys,
too.
we
We
get
play this
it.
game definitely. No, you don't.
And then I was like, it has become clear that it is no longer possible to fully achieve all three goals while staying true to our principles. So pretty much what they're saying right there is that like they're talking about, oh, we wanted to fulfill these goals and do these good things and do these good things. And then they're saying that they're like, but we can't fill those goals, I guess, because of you guys. And it's like,
We can't make all the money that we want off of this because of you guys, because you guys are making the content that we can't. Like that's essentially what they're saying. They're essentially saying that like, ooh, we got stomped on Twitter pretty hard, so now we're trying to parachute out of this fall.
Yep.
And it's not working because in the rest of that, nowhere in there in that entire thing. So we're not gonna read the whole thing here, but
No,
like
no.
you guys can go read it. It's all it's across
Yeah.
Twitter. It's all on the internet,
Google it.
etc. But nowhere in there did they say that they weren't going to proceed forward with the current like banning of third-party content and
Yeah.
stuff. There's nowhere in there that they're saying that like we're gonna keep the OGL. There's nowhere in there saying they weren't gonna change it. They're just trying to quickly appease the Twitter storm and get attention off of them so they can move forward with their dastardly plans, essentially.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
they're just trying to get out of the spotlight, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
It did like. And that's what I really liked.
Good for the fans.
Yeah, that's what I really liked because I've just been monitoring on Twitter for the last few days because it's been great to watch, and
It really has.
it's been awesome to watch. And just like the moment that came out, I thought, and I think you thought too, that like I thought that was actually going to work on some people, and like people like
Yeah.
the Twitter storm
Yeah.
was going to calm down, and like it was just instantly people were like, "This means nothing. This is you just threw a pile of crap at us and told us to like it." Like they were so mad over. I think they might have been even madder over this statement than the first one.
Yeah,
Like,
because I mean the statement was it was not well put together.
No.
It was clearly obvious like they were just like trying to brush this off for now.
Exactly,
That's like clearly what they were
and trying to say like,
brush
oh,
off.
we just like they're trying to play like the like, oh, we were just an innocent victim that we actually made one little mistake here.
Yeah.
Like because they had that stupid line in there of like you're gonna hear some people say that they won
Yep.
this Twitter storm, that they won this debate of the OGL. In reality, because we wanted all your feedback, we both won.
Yeah,
And it's
they
like,
were
no,
like-
you didn't.
They were like, I'll say the exact quote because it's
It
it's
hurt.
petty as fuck.
Yeah.
Second, you're going to hear people say that they won and we lost because your voices heard force us to change our plans. Those people will only be half right. They won and so did we.
Oh.
And it's like what? What
So
the fuck?
bad.
First of all, whoever thought that was a good idea, toss that in. They'd be like, just so you guys know, we didn't fully make these decisions. Like you guys didn't win. You
Yeah.
guys didn't get your way. We wanted to do this too. It's like
Which is such a bad
petty
idea
as fuck.
to throw at a fan base who tries to win everything they
Yeah.
do in terms of like gaming and like whatever Dungeons and Dragons. Like we're always trying to beat the DM or something like that. Like you can't. There is no compromise. There's none of this nonsense. We want to win. And so it was ridiculous that they put that in there. And
Terrible
yeah,
idea.
it was petty.
It was petty as fuck.
It was so
Because
insincere.
they didn't want to. They didn't want to admit. That's the thing. Is like they did not want to admit
True.
that they changed because of the fans. They want to be like, we are so big. It's like a bunch of corporate people, board members who wanted to be like, we don't care about what the plebs think.
Yeah.
So they don't want to be like, we didn't change our minds because of you guys. You know that, right? We changed our minds because like we just had business meetings and whatnot and figured it
Yeah,
out.
we decided to go in a different direction with it. It's fine.
You change your minds because of the fan. Because guess what? We live in a mixed economy, not a capitalist economy. We live in a mixed economy where capitalism is part of the free market, and the consumer decides the market, and the consumer got all the consumers of your product got together and were like, "Fuck you."
Yep.
So then you were like, "Shit, we got to change."
And
it.
they canceled their D&D Beyond subscriptions.
Oh yeah,
That's been hilarious.
I wish I could see the numbers.
Oh my god, it's just been everywhere across Twitter. Everyone's been like, cancel D&D Beyond, cancel D&D Beyond subscription, and there have just been. I've just seen endless posts of people like canceling it. I saw one thing.
great.
So when you cancel it, there's like this little like dragon and like toys around it, like as they're like, oh goodbye, sorry to see you go. And someone posted that this is about to be the most viewed Dungeons and Dragons art ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
Because oh my god, it was just like falling apart. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how hard of a hit that D&D Beyond.
I wish I could see the numbers. Just like I wish there was like a tracker. So you're like, "Doo." Like usually I'm not a big like, oh fuck that company, I'm never gonna do anything with it again. Like, I watch football, they're pieces of shit. I watch golf, kind of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of like the networks you watch are pieces of shit. I buy my clothes at pieces of shit stores. Like that's just how the world works. Like you can't really do much of that. However, I did check to see if I remember I had a D&D subscription, D&D Beyond subscription for like a month or something because I wanted a certain thing from it. I did check to see if I had it so I could unsubscribe to that. And I was suggesting to you that I was like, we've been playing D&D for a really long time.
Yeah.
We're going to finish this campaign that I have
Of course,
set up,
yeah.
which still has a long way to go.
Oh, we just started it.
Yeah, with D&D. But I was suggesting, like, after that, maybe we switch to Pathfinder for a little bit. For two reasons. One, change up the pace, make it a little different.
Good
and
idea.
two, fuck Wizards of the Coast.
Seriously, get your crap out of here. I'm like, I've never been so soured by a company so fast, you know? Like, there's been some shady stuff done by companies before, and I'm like, you know, that sucks a lot, but like, their shirts are so cool. But this one was just like, you guys suck, and I don't know if I'm gonna do business with you ever again.
Yeah, they literally tried to ruin
the greatest game ever
the greatest
created.
game. And
Created by fans.
Yeah.
Like, there is the base. We have a whole other video about where I go on a rant about this, but never forget that your third-party content, or D&D itself, honestly, is just third-party content. A D&D story is run by the players who create their own content.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, to think that they could try and destroy something like that is ridiculous. This was such a bad, and like, man, it is. That company is taking a hit, like, just in the community, just like in the, I keep calling it the community, the fan base. The fan base, like, hates Wizards right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And the thing is,
hates
like,
it.
Wizards was never popular.
No.
Like, no one really liked Wizards of the Coast.
No.
But it was like,
And they made some
whatever.
missteps with MTG, too,
Yeah.
already.
So, like, everybody was like, you know, no one really liked them. And then they just clamped down on this. And it's just like, everyone's like, well, now we hate you.
Yes, exactly.
Now we hate you.
So
I love this. I thought this thing, all things D&D. Actually, don't like your Instagram. You're really kind of annoying if you're ever seeing this. But every once in a while, you post some funny stuff. And this one's like, Wizards of the Coast forcing a subscription model on a game you can literally play with a pencil.
Yep,
So
exactly.
It's like, yeah, it's like, we don't need you.
Yes. We don't need you at all. And that's the beauty of it all.
Yeah.
And that's why they're going to lose, and they'll never have a we win situation.
You know when you guys think you won. Let's see how your D&D 1 sales do.
Exactly.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.